Well, hello everybody. Richard from Richard's Radio Adventures and Resonant Frequencies Amateur Radio Podcast. And I thought I would, it's been a while since we posted a video, and I wanted to let everybody know what we're kind of doing around here. You can get a little motion sickness. Yes, sir. But we're currently working on a repeater out here in Kaufman County, Texas for the club and the area unit, and we've decided we're going to go ahead and run split site, meaning having one radio at one location, one radio at another location, having them linked by RF. And to serve this purpose, we're trying to get a couple of dual banders that will uh, communicate with each other. So what I have here on my end is I'm trying to resurrect an old dual bander I had in storage, and let's take a look. Okay, friends and neighbors, here we have the fabled FT8100R made by Yaesu. This radio is so old, it comes from a time when you didn't automatically get a tone board when you bought a radio. And that's been our big problem. What you see sticking out of the top right now is actually a newly installed tone board sent to me by a gentleman up in Maine. And we'd like to thank him for that. And I can't remember his call right off the top of my head. However, you can see it's been around a while. It is a very old radio. So what we had to do was we were getting a little noise off of this one when we turn the tone on, and you can tell it's kind of old and seen better days. But we went ahead and took this one and stuck her on in there. Now, I probably should have taken the time to shoot a little video on installing this, and unfortunately, I was remiss. We may, if we have to and it doesn't work out, if we can't get it to settle down and do what it's supposed to, we may end up doing a couple of videos like that, and we'll use this radio. But if you look really close, you can see, I don't know if I can get it where y'all can see it, but there's a plug right there where it plugs into the main board. Now, it's not hard, and it's the only one that's going to be empty in there if y'all decide to get your hands on one of these and you need to put a tone board in. The number is FTS22. It's my understanding it'll fit probably a half dozen other radios, but this is what we're working on the most. Right now, sometimes you key it up, it won't unkey. Sometimes, I mean, it's got a lot of little issues, and possibly we'll do a little more video on this radio as we move further along. So there's a little look at what we got going on here. We'll keep y'all posted. Um, I was hoping we were able to pursue the Bofang repeater, which we'll probably do a video on that as well. A couple of Bofang radios and some other stuff. You might be wondering how we're going to run the repeater ID and stuff like that off a couple of dual banders. Well, a third radio, handheld, somewhere in the neighborhood of the receive radio, running a 10-minute ID loop. Well, the one I made is 9.5 minutes, but running a 9.5 to 10-minute ID loop, it can go ahead and ID the repeater every, every 10 minutes, which eventually will get kind of annoying, but at least it gets us legal. So with that, if before we go, if y'all are enjoying the content on our channel, I would appreciate it if you could go over to the Resonant Frequency website and click on the Patreon page. Patreon is a service that we use. You can either make a one-time donation to help, you know, buy little things for the show. You know, we're trying to upgrade our equipment again. We really are having to start over on the studios. And I mean, you can either do a one-time donation, or you can set yourself up for a monthly donation. And every little bit we get from y'all goes right back into the show. We do need to get microphones, mixer boards, green screens so we can do some better videos. Uh, kind of block out the stuff that y'all really don't want to look at. So go over to the website. What is it? www.rfpodcast.info. www.rfpodcast.info. And, there's two or three ways to send a donation our way. But the Patreon, over time, it'll probably be the best option because we will have some Patreon only content and stuff like that in the future. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut y'all loose. You've seen my little project that's going on over here, and I encourage all of you to think it up and then go do it. Because if you can conceive it, it can be reality. So, y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all later. 7-3.